Hey guys, Shalawam Yahawah. I hope my sisters of Zion are all having a great day today through the Spirit, and that we're all reverencing the fruits of the Spirit on this beautiful day. And before we get into the video, of course, we have to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah BaSham Yahawashi. So on today's video, yes, I see it brings you a new video finally, right? On today's video, we are going to go into modesty. So, for the most part, when people think of modesty, the first thing that comes to mind is your attire only. But of course, with modesty, it goes way further than just your appearance. So I'm going to jump right into the video. But before we get into the video, I would like to, of course, open up with my foundational scriptures. And we're going to be reading from Psalms 119, chapter 2 through 8. And this is honestly one of my favorite chapters. So it reads, "Blessed are they that keep his testimonies, and that seek him with the whole heart. They also do no iniquity, they walk in his ways. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes. Then shall I not be ashamed, when I have respect unto all thy commandments. I will praise thee with uprightness of heart, when I shall have learned thy righteous judgments. I will keep thy statutes, O forsake me not utterly." That is a beautiful scripture. Again, one of my favorites. So today's video, as I already mentioned, is going to be on modesty, and I'm just going to jump right into it. You know, I don't even want to waste nobody's time, okay? So, the question of the day is, what is modesty, right? So, oh, and I have my notes, by the way, that I'm going to be reading from. You guys know I prefer to write down my studies and print them out. Definitely, sisters, get out your Bibles, your King James Version, preferably, as well as your apocryphers. So what is modesty? I have a few definitions that we're going to go over. So modesty is the quality of being relatively moderate, being limited, a small or small in amount, rate, or level. It also refers to behavior, manner, and appearance intended to avoid improperly or indecency, as well as the quality of not being too proud or too confident about yourself or your abilities, right? So we're going to jump into three of the main things that I mentioned, which is the behavior, the manner, and the appearance. So the properties of modesty would be in the ways that you dress, your speech, as well as the way that you conduct yourself. So of course, the way you dress is your appearance. Your speech is the way you speak and what you allow yourself to say. And how you conduct yourself is, of course, the way that you carry yourself as a whole, right? So we're going to jump into 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. And it reads, "In like manner, that women adore themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women, Salakia, professing godliness with good works," right? So now we're going to dive into some keywords that was mentioned in 1 Timothy. And the first word we're going to dive into is shamefacedness. So what is shamefacedness, right? So I have a few definitions for that, because of course there are more than one things or words or behaviors that can represent shamefacedness. So shamefacedness is a sense of shame or honor, of course modesty, bashfulness, reverence, and respect, which is a big one. Feeling embarrassed about yourself, and obviously not necessarily in a bad way, and awkwardness, right? So to sum that all up, modesty obviously also equals being shamefaced, as well as just having respect upon yourself. respecting yourself, your body, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you conduct yourself in everything that you do. That can be conversation. That can just be while you're out in the world, while you're at work, while you're at home. All of those will equate to the way you conduct yourself. So then we're going to go into the word sobriety. Most people hear sobriety and the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, I got to be sober. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol. Don't overindulge in alcohol. But sobriety actually goes entirely deeper than that. So what is sobriety? Sobriety is having self-control. That is a big one, guys. Self-control is really major for us. Having a sound mind. And who gives you a sound mind? Hamashiach, baby. Being well balanced, so you don't want to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Another way that I look at being well balanced is having one foot in the world, one foot in the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's not balance. It's like, what side are you on? You know what I'm saying? And also being self-restraint, discretion, and prudentness, right? So we need to move in discretion. We need to be discreet as well. That also represents sobriety. So, to sum up modesty with all that we just went over, modesty pretty much equals humbleness, right? Meekness and prudentness. Now we're going to jump into Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. And it reads, the women shall not wear that which pertaineth unto Salakia, a man. Neither should a man put on women's garment. Let me just run that back real quick because I feel like I just butchered that. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5 reads again. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy Yahawah. That's pretty plain upon tables. You know what I'm saying? Women should be wearing men clothes and men shouldn't be wearing women clothes. Now, obviously, my household believes that women should adore themselves in skirts and in dresses. There are some sisters who wear pants, but the way that I myself, as well as my household, look at it is, in order for your pants to be modest, you would have to get them baggy enough so that they're not too tight and showing off your curves. And once they become so baggy, they just start to look masculine. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's my own opinion. That's how I view it. I don't judge any sisters who household do allow you to wear pants, you know, to each his own. Now we're going to also jump into Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. And it reads, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snot, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. So when we go into the jewel of gold in a swan's snot, you know, like the little clams or the oysters or whatever they are, they abomination anyway, but you know, the little pearls that come inside, right? They're pretty fair to look at. Most people think it's pretty cool. And it's saying, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. So when you go into the word discretion, it pretty much just means being private. You know what I'm saying? Avoiding putting yourself out there, right? So next, we are going to dive into how the Most High views women. Why can I talk today? How the Most High view women who are not modest, right? And this is when you pull out your apocryphers. We're going to jump into Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 26, and we're going to read verses 22 through 25. And as I'm going to go ahead and read it through, and then I'm going to break it down. So it reads, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle. Like, what? Spittle? But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. A dishonest woman contemneth shame. But an honest, I think I said that right. But an honest woman will reverence her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. So let's go back to 22 really quick. So the Most High said, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle. What is spittle? Spittle is spit. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you just got that leftover saliva or a bad taste in your mouth, or you know what I'm saying? But he's literally comparing a whore, a harlot, to spit. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? Imagine spitting on somebody. Like, that's one of the nastiest things you could do. that like, they be making you want to fight. Like, what? You didn't spit on me? Maybe that's instant bucking. You know what I'm saying? But a married woman is the tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given to a portion as a wicked man. Let's stop right there. That is very plain upon tables, actually. So I actually don't even need to go too much in detail in that. But you wicked sister, the man that you attract is going to be wicked, and vice versa. You wicked brother, you going to attract wicked sisters. You know what I'm saying? And then you be all, what was me? What was me? But it's like, baby, self-examine yourself, because you got to get that wickedness out your heart. Okay. And it also says, a dishonest woman contemneth shame. So that means she's a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? So being dishonest, it doesn't just mean she's a liar. You know what I'm saying? Dishonest also means that you're a disgrace or you're a dishonor, right? And contempteth means that you despise something. You know what I'm saying? So you despise shame. You just be like, ain't no shame in my game. You feel me? I am who I am. You know, this is me. Like, we got to shut that down, sisters. We have to shut that behavior and mindset all the way down. And last but not least, the Most High literally said, honestly, this is one of my favorites, to be honest, because what? He said, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. You feel me? What they say, female dogs, the B word. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it. But she should be counted as a dog. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. So shameless is obviously the opposite of being shamefaced. And we already went into what being shamefaced is, right? And it means to have no shame. It means you're the opposite of prudent, meaning that you're impudent. It means that you're bold. And I honestly feel like it just means that you lack self-love. Most women believe that because they're comfortable and have no shame in their game, and they kind of just let themselves be out there, that is considered self-love. And honestly, once upon a time, I even thought that myself. But that's not self-love, sisters. It's just not self-love. So that was very straight to the point, quick message for today. I didn't want to make the video too long. I wanted everything to be plain upon tables for my sisters in Zion. And just something, you know, to meditate on, to keep in our hearts and to consider when we dress, of course, when we conduct ourselves, and just our everyday conversation. But I hope that message found my sisters well today. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Shalawam.